You do a lot actually with KEXP. I mean, you did like the benefit and stuff. I mean, you did that commercial and whatnot. I mean, what's the connection there?
We owe them a great deal of money at this point. But the they're just really, you know, they're super nice, and they've always been very supportive, and it's just funny and surprising.
And we came from New Jersey, and just we were joking around before, no one ever really liked us in New Jersey. So the one place we did on our very first tour for the Meadowlands, we were playing to like 3 people. And all of a sudden we get to a Seattle show, and KXP was like, it's sold out. So we had never had a sold out show, so it kind of all played it out.
Charles, you did some stuff with Will Sheff from Okkervil River, and you guys did covers of each other's songs and whatever. And on the website it says a funny little story about how it all came about, but probably one best told to another time. And there are 2 humorous sides to the whole deal. But how did they all come about?
Yeah, that's a technique where you allude to something entertaining, interesting, or funny that doesn't actually exist. I use it often.
It's just like, I'll do your song, you do my song.
Yeah, I think that was about the extent of it.
But how did you guys get to know each other? I mean, because like you were like a guest guitarist with them as well.
Our bands played together a few years ago, and then
the first time in Texas? No, we played.
I saw them play at that first South by Southwest when we kind of came back. Whatever, so South by Southwest in 2004.
Oh yeah.
I saw them play at whatever the Electric Lounge became, that one venue that's kind of out of the center of town there. And maybe I met them then, and then we played that KXP benefit maybe 2005 or something like that.
The Christmas party, yeah.
Yeah, so we played a few things with them, band on band, and then I did a week-long solo thing playing with them a few years ago. Again, 2005 maybe, I don't even know. Whatever. And so we just you get to know each other. I did like the solo tour because I do like just play by myself and some looping pedals and whatever. And I had a horrible show. The very first night of that 7-night thing, it was like Boston to Atlanta, was in Boston, and I was unbelievably, mind-bendingly bad. And I borrowed some amps, and they were horribly distorted, so you couldn't hear anything, and the power went out, and I lost all the loops a couple times because it was a short and whatever. And so I was so mad at myself that I drove home right from Boston at 2 in the morning, so I got home at 6 in the morning, set up all my equipment and practiced the whole next day for the New York show. And so I assembled one of their songs into I worked out a version of it. And so the story is, at least as Travis, the drummer, told me, was that I played the song and he and Will are really watching the set for the first time in Brooklyn, and you heard the song, which it's totally different, and Will's I guess oh, this is pretty cool, and Travis starts laughing because it's dude, this is your song he's playing, because I'm playing an Okkervil River song. And then maybe not hilariously, comedically, boringly, 2 nights later in Philadelphia, they do one of our songs, and the exact same thing happens where I'm talking to our friend Eric, and I'm telling him some mind-bendingly bad, boring story, much like this one. And he starts laughing, and I'm like, what are you laughing about? And he's like, dude, he's playing your song. And it didn't even register. So from that, and we were laughing about it, we decided to actually cover those 2 songs. So we covered the songs. And,
cool.
And then those guys very patiently waited on me to get my crap together, and I gave them the song last year and whatever, and they put out the single.
Licensing and stuff, your stuff, especially some stuff from the Meadowlands and stuff, seems to be that would lend itself pretty well. And I know you guys have had Hopeless in the Losing Ground documentary, and music in some movie, Sunburn or something, and some MTV stuff, but that was around the time of Abbott 1135. Is there any indication or thoughts about doing that? Because a lot of people make a decent living from licensing.
we're really 50-50 on it. Sometimes it'd be nice to get the money, but then the money's not really worth it at the end of the day. And so, no, we have it, and if the opportunity arises maybe for us to do music that might be particular to something like that, like to a movie or to... So what was the movie we were in? What was the end? What was the...
The Sunburn, that was the Irish Festival movie.
Oh, yeah.
Funny enough, that's right before the Meadowlands.
So you guys like to basically pick and choose the stuff that you lend your stuff
And
to.
it'd probably be more like indie stuff. We've had one or two that's eked out that's been a pretty not the right choice, but that's been for random reasons. But no, I think it's. I know it sounds very Bob Dylan-esque and keeping it like that, but I think we're more particular to because you know what happens. Like you just gave us an example of the Meadowlands and what it means to you, a 24-hour span. We've never thought of that, and that's awesome. But if you see our song associated with the OC, they've just given you a visual, and you really don't care, or whoever, or the Hills, or something like that.
Especially with commercials, like at least with a TV or a movie, at least you're talking about using one whatever. There's levels of it, but at least it's still like art. I hate that word.
Right.
It's a creative thing, as opposed to just like right into a commercial, that's really tough. Like it would have to be.
But if you don't mind, the flip side of that is that then when I'm at my house and some of our first gigs that we had with the Meadowlands, we were playing with Native States, and we played in Columbus. Where was the university we played? We met them first playing in some college.
We played with them at Colgate.
At Colgate, and there might have been 15 kids there, and it was us and them, and they were great. And that was awesome. And now when I get to hear them on these commercials, I gotta tell you, I'm so excited because the commercial could have really shitty ass music, but it's really cool that I'm listening to their songs and I really like them, and so there's the flip side of it. I'm like, oh great, put good music associated with culture or what have you, and they're good people, so let them make more money and have their lives, and it's a tour. It's mixed for us.
Well, I mean, and there was supposed to be a documentary about you guys, Little Quill Productions. Now, but as of about 2006, that was going on. But then, their website link doesn't work anymore, and stuff. Is there any status on what's up with that? Or
we're now making a documentary about. They're making a documentary. Yeah, exactly. I think they're. Is that just recording? Is
this just vocals?
Yeah.
Vocals. Check. Maybe write something really great right here.